Alright guys, this is a last minute video I'm putting together here. This just came out. I ordered it, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. Never came in, canceled it, reordered it, canceled it, whatever. Finally showed up. It's the M Audio Air 192.8. Not to be confused with any of the other models out there. There's a lot of other Air models. This one is the Air 192.8, and what's different about this is I am getting more and more into this iPad rig with DJ. Basically hit it here, hit that. This is my rig. Alright, literally everything. 88,000 songs, all curated and everything. Spotify support. Recently they added sound, they're going at least to the Mac version. They added other Tidal and other streaming services. Maybe they'll add it to this as well. Lots and lots of choices. Point is, I like this interface. I don't need a controller. I have everything I need. My crossfader, 3-band EQ, filter. Hit this button, a ton of effects to pick from, right? No other controller has this right now, even if you were to buy the Denon. Your loop control, your hot cues, and of course what I use here. Alright? So I'm able to do full mixes just with this. Nothing, just this. Problem is, there's no headphone out. There's only USB-C. Yeah, and you could get, sound cards and stuff like that, but when you're dealing with the iOS, you need drivers, and there are no drivers for most devices. Well, this device is class compliant, and that means that it does not need any drivers with the Mac, with Windows, or with the iPad. I wish the damn Pioneer and Denon and everybody else would get off their ass and do the same thing. You just plug it in, and it shows up as a device. You pick it in the settings, I want 1 and 2 to go here and the headphone to go to 3 and 4. So anyway, what's good about this is it's 4 channels. There are other class compliant sound cards out there, but I need to tell you why this one, it makes a huge difference. I bought them and sent them back. So we look at the back, and you have your TRS. This is balanced line out for channels 1 and 2, or unbalanced. This knob right here controls the main volume, so this is beautiful. You have your iPad sitting next to this. You need to turn the volume up on the system, it's right there. You have 3 and 4 out. This is a fixed output, does not change volume. You could probably use that for a booth monitor. And on the side here you have 2 microphone inputs, and I'll get into that later. But what's different about this is it has a headphone, like most of these cards do, but it has a switch. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Most of the sound cards that I bought and sent back did not have this switch. So when you plugged in the headphone, you only heard 1 and 2. That's it. Well, what good is that for a DJ? It's useless. I need to be able to play 1 and 2 on the main out. I need 3 and 4 on the headphones. Guess what? It does it. It's perfect. Headphone goes here. Volume is here. Leave it on 3 and 4. This is to my speakers. This is to my headphone. I'm good to go. It's also stereo mono. Has one thing I do want to mention. It has 2 microphone inputs with phantom power. A lot of people needed phantom power for whatever mic. Perfect. Both of them have phantom power. My plan is to use one for a microphone, and the other one is this also does line level input, so I'm going to use this as like an MP3 player or another iPad or some sort in case this system goes down, which has never happened yet, but just in case if you're at a wedding. So this will be -10 decibels or whatever, and this will be the auxiliary music, and this will be my microphone. There's only one other knob to tell you about, and that is this USB Direct, and it is a little confusing, but I'll explain what it does. Direct means you're listening to the microphone inputs right here. Okay, so this is actually a studio interface. It's meant to do, guitar, microphone, whatever. You're recording shit into your Logic or Ableton or whatever the hell. I don't do that. So what Direct does is allows you to you're listening to just the microphones. If you turn toward USB, you're listening to channels 1 and 2. Okay, so my case, I just leave it on USB all the time, and this is on 3 and 4. But you could hook your speakers up, leave this on USB, music's playing, you know, everything's fine, and then turn this up a little bit and mix between the microphone input and the USB input. So if you're playing pre-programmed music and you want to mix it with live stuff here, this is what you would do. You would turn it toward the middle. Manufacturer recommendation, leave in the middle? No, not for me. Right in the USB. I mean, if I need to turn up the mic, I'll do it here. Just, hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the wedding, turn it down. And this will be up at about 7.5 all the time in case I have a crash, and I can just hit play and everything will be fine. Reboot this if it's necessary, whatever it is. Anyway, these will not get used at all. I don't use micro. I don't know if you can hook up the guitar and the microphones at the same time. I really don't care. Crystal preamps and whatever. It sounded pretty decent. I was cranking it up on the Bose, and it sounded pretty decent. I had no issues. Definitely pretty heavy. It's a metal case. It is USB-C. So what happens is the iPad has enough power, believe it or not, to power this whole interface. There was one that I tried out by Motu, and it was fancy with all kinds of LED displays, but it only shaded 1 and 2. And it killed the battery faster. So I don't care about that. So I ran probably an hour and 3/4. Started the iPad at 100%. An hour and 3/4 later, I was down to 85%. So you do the math, multiply it out, 15% every hour and 3/4. And that's with the brightness on the iPad at about 50%. You know, conditions could change or whatever. Let's say an hour and a half, 15% loss of battery every hour and a half. Because look, think about this. You can't charge the iPad right now. Power's coming out of the iPad with the signal and power, and powering this device to your amps and your headphone. Don't get me wrong, there is a way to do this. What you would do is probably get one of these, and I'll have to test this out. This is a USBC Hub with PD, power input. So how this works is you put your USB-C power right here, you plug this into your iPad. Immediately the iPad starts charging. Great. Okay, take this cable, get rid of it. You don't need this anymore. You get a USB, and I'll show you what it would look like. I can make an adapter. You get one of these. You get a USB-A to USB-C. You plug this into the hub, right? That goes there. Everything's all hooked up. This goes into the back of the sound card. Now you're powering the iPad, charging it, right? And the sound is passing through, and you still have 2 other ports you could use for a keyboard or USB flash drive, because you know that you can hit this button here, files, and plug in USB flash drive and play shit off of the USB flash drive. So you could, you know, keyboard, sound card, you could even hook a mouse if you really wanted to, or USB flash drive, and that's it. And this is $17. This is nothing. I don't like the way it looks hanging off the side. But obviously, yeah, you would definitely need, focus please. Okay, you definitely need to put power in on this, because now we're powering the hub, the iPad, and the M audio. That's it. My next wedding's in March. It's not one that's really a big deal. It's like a backyard thing. I don't care what the hell people think if I roll up with this. Screw it. This is going to be good for me. This case is just something I picked up for something else, but it happens to fit very well. It's the Pelican Storm IM2050, so if you're interested in that as well. So, yeah, I mean, literally, roll up to the gig, put a couple of padded cases and your amplified speaker. Call it a day. Thanks for watching. Keep your eyes out for more videos. The next video I'm going to show you will be using this device with the DDJ 1000, because remember, the DDJ 1000 has a sound card, but the damn iPad doesn't know what it is. It says, I don't know what that is, because Pioneer had used some proprietary bullshit driver. But guess what? RCA out, RCA out. You know, I could basically use the controller as a MIDI controller, and then I could use this as a sound card. Obviously, you'd be carrying a lot more stuff around. Alright, thanks for watching. Sorry for the length of the video, but I wanted to explain why this particular M Audio is important. There is an older model of this, by the way. If you're going to get any card, make sure you can swap your headphone to 3 and 4. For DJ use, that is.